Om Sri Sai Ram. Mata Mata Sai Mata. Mata Mata Sai Mata. Jagat Mata Sai Vishwa Mata. Jagat Mata Sai Vishwa Mata. Mata Mata Sai Mata. दुर्गा भवानी काली कपालिनी दुर्गा भवानी काली कपालिनी शांतिदायिनी साई माता शांतिदायिनी साई माता 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 साई माता. Om Sri Sai Ram. Yes, it is nearly 90 plus days that Swami has permitted me to record this video. He decides, he directs. I have no say on that. Today it is nearly 40 years. Yeah, 1981. It was Vijayadakshmi Day. My wife was sitting outside Purnachandra along with other Sevadals. She was on duty on the pathway. Swami was supposed to come from Mandir to Purnachandra in procession. Swami came and he was walking slowly, majestically towards Purnachandra. And my wife was just holding hands with other lady devotees on the pathway. When Swami reached the point where she was sitting, Swami was in his divine majestic mood as always. Suddenly he looked at her, and according to her, Swami's face suddenly became this huge, big, with dark curly hair, and he just little bit bended like, Ayyo Ma, Divine Mother is coming to you. Divine Mother is coming to you. Divine Mother is coming to you. And he continued his walk. It seems that she nearly fainted. She could not take that divine vision. I was also on duty inside the Purnachandra. Everybody knew us because we were very frequent visitors and Sevadals. Message was sent from ladies' side that I should go to my room because my wife is not feeling well. So I rushed to the room. We were in South Prashanti C15, I believe. I all saw the volunteers, 3-4 ladies surrounding her. I requested them to please leave her alone. I'll take care. So when they left, I just asked her what happened. She said, Swami gave me this divine vision. I could not take it. I said, why do you worry? You forgot Swami had promised us conception starts from this moment in the interview room. First son and next daughter, a divine mother will come to you. So again, count 9 months, 9 days, nothing. And according to her, Mother Ishramma appeared in her dream. She told Swami, why are you troubling her? She is getting nervous. So Swami blessed her in that dream, and our daughter was born in according to our Hindu calendar on Jog Mata Day in August. And when the doctor brought the child, I just held her in my hands and looked at her face for a moment. She gave me the vision of Mother Kali with all lips, with all the tongue, blood tongue out, and just for a moment I had darshan of Mother Kali in my hands. 40 years. And recently I have uh, actually forwarded this message to our WhatsApp groups. Recently, a neighbor whom we had no previous acquaintance, we invited them for satsang in our house on Ashtami, just 2 days back, 3 days back, 2 days rather. And the lady of the house, she informed my wife that during a visit of my daughter, she's now in German, so she had come to visit Puttaparthi was in month of August. When she was going around the garden in our complex, this lady, without knowing her, she never saw her before. She saw real concrete form of Mother Mahalakshmi walking around the garden. She followed and then she inquired from the neighbors and she was told that she is our daughter. This is how divinity works. This is how this 5 feet 3 inch God performs. When he decides to change the destiny of his chosen child, he has surrounded me and saturated me with all divine beings in my life. I just cannot miss him. Even after he so-called disappeared in his physical form when I cried, he appeared and he told me, "Why do you cry? I will show you my form through your grandchildren." This avatar is working on multiple planes all over the universe, not only this world. I have myself seen gods appearing in Prashanti Nilayam in those olden golden days when there was no Kulwant Hall, no roof. We were sitting on the sands. Suddenly I will look up and see so many gods appearing. And Swami will suddenly look at them and smile and sometimes bless them. Gods in the heavens come for his darshan. And he has shown me that he is not gone. He is giving darshan to great Rishi Munis, yogis in Himalayas who have been praying for his proximity for ages. He's just gone as he used to go to Kodaikanal, Vrindavan from Puttaparthi. He's not gone anywhere else. He'll come back at the right time. He knows when to give, what to give, whom to give, how much to give. He told me once when he saved my life, number of times he has saved me in super specialty hospital when I was actually dead medically, that I'm giving you this new life, these blessings, not because you desire it or you deserve it, just simply because I have decided it. When he decides, he provides. When he directs, he protects. We just need to have that Shraddha and Saburi. Trust in his wisdom means trust in his timings. God is never in hurry, but he is always on time. We humans are always in hurry, seldom on time. After 90 plus days, he has permitted me to talk on this video about his mission that he is going to bring about the governance of God in this country, Bharat, which will set example for the entire world, he says. It is not politics of God, it is governance of God. And he said, God is not your Rama, Krishna, Allah, Jesus Christ. No. God is truth, goodness, beauty. God is Sat Chit Ananda, awareness, happiness. We have to bring that in this governance of this country, Bharat first. Because he says, I am Bharat Bhagya Vidata. No lesser authority can do anything on that. We are humans. We can't play God. Let us at least play humans, be human, behave human. That is his mantra for all his devotees. Don't try to play God. Many of us just getting little bit of authority, power, promotions. We start playing God in our immediate circle, our constituencies. No way. He alone can, because he alone knows, because he alone is. Rest there is none. He alone is. And he has come to uplift the human mind to the next level of consciousness. Because today this game also nobody is to be blamed. He told me very clearly. When he asked me that you have to become my donkey instrument to bring governance of God in this country, because it was from his side. I never pray for it. In fact, I have told him, Swami, never listen to my prayers. And the beauty of this relationship is when he commands, when he decides, he has to provide. When he directs, he has to protect. A performer will not bother about the accessories or the means and everything of the scene. It is the job of the director who has commanded. If the scene requires the helicopter, then the director will provide the helicopter. The performer, the actor, doesn't have to have sleepless nights. Oh, tomorrow I have to come down from the helicopter, but I don't have helicopter. That is not his botheration. We are all foolish like that passenger who sits in the train, keeping the luggage on his head, believing that he is actually, in fact, helping the engine, the train, by carrying his luggage on his head. He thinks he is participating in his mission. No ways. The train, the engine that takes us will also take our luggage. We need not keep it on our head. Take only God seriously in your life. Everything else is like a passing cloud, Swami says. He has already decided every scene. He anticipates the needs of the times. He has to change the game. I told him, Swami, if you are asking me, because if I ask him, then he can put the conditions. Okay, I grant you this, then but you have to behave like this. But when he commands that I have to do this, then I have that liberty of telling him, Swami, I am ready to do and follow your command, but this is what I can do. When Rama was sitting at the seashore with Hanuman, Sugriva, Jambhava, and all the Vanaras, and they had been informed by Shabri Ma through her divine vision that Ravana had abducted Mother Sita across the sea and gone to Lanka. Now they were discussing who will cross Lanka, who will go and find out. Lanka is not a small town, it is a country. To go there and to find and communicate to her who will take this mission. Everybody put his hands. We can't because we never been to there. Then Hanuman raised his finger. He said, Bhagavan, if you command me and bless me, I am ready to go. Rama said, what? Hanuman, have you ever crossed this huge ocean before? You have any experience? He said, no. Have you ever seen Mother Sita? How will you recognize her? Because she will not be the only lady sitting there, there will be thousands. He said, no, I've never seen her before. Then Rama said, you have never crossed this ocean, you have never been to Sri Lanka, you do not know where the place where Ravana could have kept her in captivity. You do not know Mother Sita, you don't recognize her. How you raise your finger that you are going to undertake this responsibility? He said, Rama, I don't know anything. But if you command and you bless, I know when you command, you decide, you will provide. When you will direct, you will protect. I have nothing to fear. I don't have to plan. We waste our life, our time planning our lives. Swami says, don't do that foolish idea. You cannot decide, you have never decided. Nobody could have decided their birth, their parents, their place of birth, their time of birth. How can the child decide in the womb of mother from which mother he is going to be born, which place he is going to be born, at what time he is going to be born? You don't decide your birth, you don't decide your death, you don't know how your inner organs, vital organs are functioning. You are doing no effort, your heart is beating right from day one till end. Your lungs are functioning, your entire digestive system is functioning. Without your knowledge, many of us even do not know where the place of heart, liver and kidney and pancreas is. But they are within us. They are functioning 24/7. Who is doing this? There is a cosmic intelligence that decides. We have to just perform. We have to know our today's dialogues, our today's performance. Because I'm from film industry and we've seen shootings I mentioned before. We know that when the star, the performer comes for the performance of the day, he will come and ask the director, what is my dialogue today? How I have to deliver the dialogue? From where I have to enter? Which angle I have to keep my head? Even the dialogue delivery, if I have to raise my voice to what? Everything, every detail, the dress, the costume, the camera, the entry, the exit, everything is decided, scripted by the director. Performer has to perform. We have to just perform. That is true surrender. So I told him, Swami, if you are asking that I have to play this role, but you have to bless us that we, your chosen donkey instrument, because he said, just be my donkey instrument, because in this age, I can get the things done only through my donkey instruments. Because donkeys do not have any personal agenda, he said. I'll speak through you, write through you, work through you. Be my donkey instrument. And I'll provide you millions of donkey instruments. I said, Swami, but bless us. We will not like to criticize or condemn or shout or scream or sit on dharnas and all that. You know this, you have never taught us that. And we will not put our hands for anything in front of anybody except you. You have to bless me on that. And above all, you have to bless me that you will raise we should set an example, raise our consciousness, our mind to that level, that we have that purity of thought, word and action, the coordination, the harmony which is missing today. We don't want to play that hypocrisy, that secrecy. You have to change the game. There's a beautiful story Swami narrated. If the eagle looks at a snake on the ground and he wants to have it for his food, and if he comes down to fight the snake will play its tricks. But the eagle is wise eagle. will just pick up the snake and go round and round and round and round in the sky. The snake has never seen the sky. He doesn't know how to play that game in the sky. He can play only on the ground at the lower level. When he is raised, he cannot play that mischief. So he gets stunned. He feels defeated. And then he gives up. That moment, the eagle puts him down, throws him down, and crushes him and finishes him. Our mind, we have to, I said, Swami, we have to raise our minds as you promised. Today, no decent person will like to be involved in politics or governance. Swami said, I will create such a situation that no wrong person will dare to enter politics or governance of this country. Impossible, kada? But that is God. He loves to do the impossible and say, I am possible. Because once the human consciousness is raised, the game is changed. You can't play cricket in an air-conditioned room. You can't play billiards on the open ground. He will change the entire game. That is his responsibility. And he has been preparing his donkey instruments who will work with 100% transparency, 100% accountability. Because Swami says, no transparency, no accountability means no credibility. We don't trust our politicians, our bosses, so-called, because there is no transparency. There is no accountability. There is only hypocrisy and secrecy all around, everywhere, all over the world. This game has to change. And he has been working on this donkey instrument for last 18 plus years. It was 2003 when he told me this. And today he has prepared me, and I know he has prepared millions others in his inimitable ways, unfathomable ways. One such incident I am permitted to narrate today. There is a boy in Nasik, Vishal Vavade. His father, Surendra Vavade, Bhavu they call him. He was a very good friend of my uncle in Nasik. 1997, my uncle sent me a letter through this family. They came to visit me, never seen them or heard about them before. That he is my friend, Mr. Vavre, and his son needs your support, your help. Do whatever you can for them. It was not a request for any monetary help. They are well off, very rich, very powerful. But they were in the wrong side of the game. This boy who was 18, 19, he had fallen into a bad company, and there was a campus rivalry which is not seen in Satyasai, so we will not know it. But we know all over the country these education institutions have become political akhadas, so to say. He was stabbed by his rival group multiple times, so much so that he was admitted in ICU, and doctors gave up all the hopes. With the prayers of his mother, who was the only devout person in their family at that point in time, his life was saved, and he came through my uncle. My uncle had faith in me that Harish will do the miracle. He had very little faith in Swami. But he knew that I am in Puttaparthi and I will probably take care of this. Because they had come to Puttaparthi, and I know nobody can enter Puttaparthi, and Swami will not send anybody to me without his blessings. The family cried in front of me and they said, we can't keep our son, he is our only son. And there is now enmity. We are not interested in anything except that he should be safe and secure in this place with you, with Swami. They had never seen Swami before and had no idea about Swami. Somehow Swami gave the indication that yes, he is my child. This boy stayed with me as my son for 3 months, 2, 3 months. The USP of this boy is that he is very obedient. He never knew anything about Sai discipline before. But whatever I asked him, right from getting up at 4 o'clock, taking bath at 4 o'clock, going to Mandir, Omkar, Suprabhatam, Nagar Sankirtan, attending everything, every Mandir rituals, everything, he followed it implicitly. More than what was expected of him. And his manners and etiquettes so soft. He had become so soft because sometimes God punishes us to make us humble. He became gem of the boys. Now he wanted to become Sai student. So he filled up the form. He wanted to do BCom and then MBA. And then we went to Whitefield. Swami had returned from Kodaikanal. So I asked him, he said, Uncle, I want to be here till the results come out and I will then come to Puttaparthi. I had to come back because my wife was on duty. My children had to join the school. So I came back. And it seems he did not get through the written test. He could not find his name in the list of boys who were selected for that year in the university. And it seemed that he was so much ashamed of coming to Puttaparthi and show me his face that he directly went from Bangalore to back Nasik to his hometown. I waited for him for one day and then I thought, why he is not turned around? Those days there was not many mobiles and all. So I directly rang up. I could not contact him in Whitefield. Who would know him? So I rang up his parents and his mother, she has actually taken me as her elder brother. She was very devout, very spiritual. The only lady which was devout and spiritual in the family. She said, brother, he has come back because he has failed. I don't know what happened to me. And she cried on the phone. I said, Ma, do you believe in Swami? She said, we have not seen Swami. We believe in him and we believe in you. We'll do whatever you say. I said, send him back by the next train. Let Swami decide his destiny. Let him not decide himself. Let him come back. Let Swami decide. He came back. I told him, now you do one thing. You pray to Swami. You go to Whitefield, give him a letter. If Swami takes your letter, then be sure it is done. It seems he went to Whitefield. Swami blessed him, took the letter. And on that day, the place I had given him a room of my office where I had kept Swami's chair. The entire chair was filled with vibhuti. Entire chair. So that was a strong indication of Swami's blessings. I told him, now you go to the registrar. You don't tell my name because here influence doesn't work, contacts don't work. You just pray to Swami and go there. I'll just find out what time you can go and meet the registrar, sir. Though he was my friend, but you don't mention my name or anybody's name. Swami will not like it. And tell the truth, whatever is in your heart. And before you go there, you decide you want to do MBA or you want to be a Sai student only and you want Swami's proximity. He said, Uncle, I'm not interested in anything else except Swami's proximity. So I don't have any choice on that, whatever. I said, then you tell them, even if because I found out there are some vacancies in BA. So you go there and tell them that you would not mind doing BA. So he went there, and it seems his sincerity, his honesty melted the heart of the registrar. And an unprecedented move. The boy who was rejected, who failed in his test, was readmitted in Sri Satyasai University. It was miracle by itself. He completed his BA with honors. And the discipline and devotion and dedication of that boy was everyone in the campus. They thanked me that you've been instrument in giving this boy to the university. And after completing his BA, he went to do law in Pune. It is very easy to be good behaving in front of Swami in Swami's institute. But the real test is when you go out. Swami says it is my garage here. But you cannot be in the garage all the time. You have to move on the road. In that government law college in Pune for 3 years, he stood first, and he won all the 3 years the best student award in the hostel. He would follow strictly Swami discipline, getting up at 4 o'clock, Omkar, Suprabhatam, meditation, everything. He'll not attend any parties, any politics, nothing. He said, Uncle, you had told me your hostel days of transformation. I will follow what you did in your hostel. And today, he is one of the best persons, Sevadal president in Nasik district. He is probably the only person who pays his income tax without any manipulations. He is one of the very rich persons in Nasik. He does business, but no manipulations, no breaking of any law in the government, because Swami says follow the law of the land. When recently he built up his complex, he told the architect that follow strictly. I don't want an inch extra what is not permitted by the corporation. And he is the only person who attends all Sai activities, the meditation, the Veda classes, the bhajans, the Seva activities, everything without missing a single session for a single day for last 3 or 4 years. And Swami blessed him. When Swami decides to change the destiny, then he blesses you with noble souls, very dedicated and devoted wife, his children. He even takes care of children of his deceased brother-in-law's children as his own. Unthinkable in this Kali age. Nobody will find out who are his real children and his brother-in-law's children, and is living in his house with him like his own. And so humble. No arrogance, no ego of anything.